Okay. Just going to do an update. Just going to do an update on my bike. Here. I had an email from C Change for Us or You, something like that. Check out his videos; they're bloody good. I've got problems with my carb on this at the moment. He's sent me an email asking what gear ratio I've used, and I haven't actually got a gear ratio. All I've done is the pedals that are on the crank here. I've taken the pedal off both sides, except on this side it was actually attached, so I've cut it off. I've got my sprocket on, and this one here I've just put it on. Oh, fucking petrol tank. But so that isn't actually any gear ratio. It does. I can change it. I've just got 15 different gears, and at the moment this here down in my air filter is filled with fucking oil, a little bit of petrol still. My carb's been leaking, and fucking hell, there goes my spring. That probably means now, great, my throttle doesn't return anymore because that spring just came off. But this whole thing here, my screw which holds my carbon's loosened off, so I have to do that up again soon. That's why it wasn't running properly. It is running at the moment. Well, they were running, but one sec. Not getting anything from it at the moment. Yeah, I might be sucking in too much air too, for it not to run in choke. It's not there you can pass it. It's not actually running in choke. What do I do with that? Here we go. It's got a little cool thing here. I'll do up the bolts. So it vibrated out a long way though. Here we go. See if it starts now. That's a bit better. It's a bit smoky out here now, but yeah. This here is going to hold the top pulley on, which I've got here with a bearing on the end now. It's not centered at the moment because every time I put it on, it's actually this screw here. I've ground it to be square, so it goes into my drive shaft on the motor, and that works fine. But because this motor is spinning anti-clockwise, every time I start the motor up, it's actually loosening this nut here on the shaft, so this just starts spinning. When I turn the motor off, this pulley is still freewheeling, so I've got to figure out a way to get around that. I'm either going to super glue it, which I don't think is advisable, so I'm probably just going to weld this on when I've got my welder in about a week. Oh, I can't wait, it's fucking freezing out here. Oh. Yeah, now every time I just do that, the cable, the end just come out. I have to put this spring back on now. I might just back up in a minute. And my clutch down there, that's going to be my clutch. Just here, I've got the nut, which I've got a spacer here which drops on. I'm going to drill a hole, I'm thinking, about, oh no, this thing's probably about here, and I'm going to move that bar so that when I put my foot on the clutch pedal, which I'm going to have, let's get rid of that, it's going to be about there. When I put my foot on the pedal, it's going to move it to there, pull drive back to, and that'll give me drive. Either that, or it's going to be pulled in drive all the time, probably like that. That'll be in that position. When I put my foot on the pedal like that, that disengages the clutch, like it does on a car, any motorbikes and tractors. Anything that's got a clutch really. But it's going to be slightly interesting to any of the other bikes like this on YouTube. They've all got one of the centrifugal clutches, there's weights inside. When you rev it, as it speeds up, these weights fling out. They grab the cup, which is the clutch drum, and gets enough friction to spin it. And so it is. This is actually going to have a mechanical clutch, so it's going to make it a bit more interesting. But it's completely doable. But I'm worried that even in gear 1 this thing's going to go too fast, and the second I put my foot on the clutch it's going to stall the engine. So if I'm shaking a bit, I'm freezing. The solution is I'm just going to have to put my foot on the clutch extremely slowly, or take my foot off the clutch extremely slowly. I don't know how I want to do it yet, but when I do, I'm going to have to figure out a way of doing it anyway. I'd have to find a drill bit big enough to go through the frame for this screw, because the biggest one I've got so far is this. I did have some other really big ones, but snapped them, bent them, broke them, blunt them. I'm not sure about tyres on here either, because these are actually cracked all the way around. You can see these little gaps all the way around it. More or less every single joint and every single part in between each one of these little knobbly bits, it's all cracked all the way around. It's not on the walls are fine. It shouldn't do it any harm as long as the inner tube doesn't get damaged. So that's it for this update, and see you later.